Hi, I'm Katie, host of Focus and Flourish podcast. I used to grind nonstop until I figured out how to automate my systems that ended up helping me achieve a 4-day work week. Now I earn more and work less. Want to do the same? Grab my free 6-figure strategy guide, which is the exact blueprint I used to grow my own business to where I am today. Link in the show notes. Are you new here? Tap subscribe to support the show and never miss an episode. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Focus and Flourish. I am your host, Katie Monroe, and today we are talking about why content creation and blogging are truly game changers for photographers and creative business owners. So if you listened to episode 9 and 10, this will really start to all make sense and come together. Basically, this is one of the most powerful and underrated tools in your marketing toolkit, content creation and blogging. So do I need a blog? Oh, I haven't blogged in a few years. What kind of content should I be posting? This is for you. And if you're exhausted by social media and Instagram, this is even more for you. So grab a cup of coffee, maybe a notebook, and let's dive in to how content can build trust, boost bookings, and increase credibility, and just make your business more unforgettable, right? Another big takeaway is I want you to think about your client experience and how you can recycle content that you create to then nurture leads, nurture clients, and have it work for you year round in so many different ways, okay? So I want to talk about why content creation is essential. So let's just start on the why. Content is not just about, filling your Instagram grid or getting likes on a reel. It's about building your brand, nurturing your audience, setting yourself apart in a really crowded market, okay? So here's what strategic content creation actually does. It builds trust. Your clients want to know who you are, how you think, what it's like to work with you, your language, your tone, your voice, and it showcases your expertise. Every blog, every tip, every behind the scenes reinforces your credibility and why they should hire you. It drives traffic. Google loves fresh, valuable content. You can optimize your posts with local keywords, geographical keywords. You can use ethical AI to, implement some of that into your own writing, which can speed up the process. It really improves the SEO on your website. The more quality content on your site, the more opportunities that you have found online. And another thing is the more click-throughs on your website, the more Google says, wow, people are engaging with this website. Let's really show it online. So the last piece is it supports your buyer journey. Content helps potential clients from curious browsers to confident buyers, right? So coming up with the right kind of content is also really important. And let's talk about that next. So yes, your blog still matters. It may not be, like it used to be, people only had blogs, but this is about creating evergreen content, trust, and more places for people to learn about you, what you do, giving them tips, and the list goes on. So let's talk about the how. We just went through the why. Let's talk about the how. So how crafting the right content converts visitors to leads on your website. So let's break this down into a super simple system. Step 1 is knowing your audience. Are they engaged couples, business owners, new parents? Get really specific with each piece of content you create. Speak to their needs, speak to their desires, and definitely speak to their pain points, okay? So 2, you're going to choose evergreen topics. Evergreen means you can use it over and over again. So an example in my branding business would be 7 reasons the modern professional needs brand photography and what sets us apart. And I guide them through it. An example of a blog post I wrote in 2018 and I've added to and grown over the years is 6 tips for an epic and authentic engagement session. And we update it and we add to it. And it's had so many visits and it's a really, really strong marketing tool for me. So you're going to choose those topics and maybe you don't even know what they are or where to start or what to write about. So first and foremost, I'm just going to go through a few things that really, really work. Okay. So first, session prep tips. What to wear, how to style your family, what types of outfits to choose for a portrait session, how to prepare for a headshot session, how to prepare for your wedding the week prior, just giving them a roadmap, right? Local venue features is really great, whether you're in commercial or wedding or whatever, because it will start to get recycled. And when people are searching for venues, your blog post will begin to pop up. They discover you, etc. This can also be your favorite locations to shoot. It can really start to snowball into something great. So if you live in New York, maybe you make a list of your top 5 locations in Brooklyn, Manhattan, and Long Island. And then as people are searching places that they want to, have their engagement photos, there you go. It's going to connect you to the right people. So behind the scenes of any shoot or process or workflow in your business is awesome. You don't have to do it all the time, but people love to see what's happening behind the final product they receive. I find that it also helps my clients respect what we do and see that there's so much more than just showing up with a camera. Fact style posts are awesome. So, example, how much time do I really need for wedding portraits? Then you get to educate them. They're not married yet. We're going to dial in the sunset and XYZ. And I prefer to take clients out when there's transitions happening so you don't miss anything at your wedding. Or for branding or headshots, how long do I really need? Well, and then giving them a call to action of like, well, what are you doing? Are you launching a website? Are you simply updating your LinkedIn profile? Gathering info, giving those call to actions while also educating people is just absolutely priceless. So another thing that I love to do once in a while is personal stories that represent your values and what you stand for so that you continue to attract the people you want to work with, essentially. So using the blogging blueprint, here is my proven framework for blogs. First of all, a hook. You want to start with a story or a question or a really strong statement. Okay. Then you want to deliver value. Deliver your tip, your story, your facts, your insight, whatever it is. And then lastly, a CTA. Invite them to reach out, book, or download a freebie. That freebie could have something to do with the blog post, or it could be a generic one like 10 ways to prepare for your photo shoot. Something really generic can also be really helpful in the beginning, so you don't feel like you're constantly creating those and using all of the tech, right? So step 5 is to cross-pollinate. Turn one blog post into multiple social posts, pull quotes, tips, images, share it on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, if that works for you. Content that works hard should work everywhere. It doesn't need to just be housed on your website. Recycle it. I create all of our content myself. I love to write, but I also use AI to help me repurpose it. So that's what I believe is very ethical, is really working through it myself, but then utilizing AI as a tool, not a human replacement, simply to recycle that content, get our slides ready for carousels, our real content, things like that. And so cross-pollination, get it everywhere, right? And then segment 3 in this podcast is examples and action steps. So here are 3 real-life content ideas that you can post this week, depending on what niche you're in. So my top favorite wedding venues in Sonoma, my top favorite engagement session locations in Brooklyn, my top favorite family locations in Austin, Texas, whatever it is, right? Include images, location tips, and why you love them. People love that. And then what to wear for spring, summer, fall, or winter family portraits. Offer a free downloadable style guide. And if you don't have one, just make a Pinterest board and link it to that. Keep it easy, but just keep moving forward. And then from there, behind the scenes of editing a gallery can be really fun. Open up Zoom, record it, and you would upload that to YouTube or directly to your website. And then they're like, wow, this is so cool, watching the transformation, blah, blah, blah. So you're showing your workflow, your software, some editing tricks that makes you different from other people. And if this is someone that's not a photographer, this can also work for web design or graphics or whatever it be. So if you're just starting, choose one topic from your last session and turn it into a blog post. Super easy. Pick one platform to share it on, Instagram, Pinterest, your email list, or go for all of them, and use the 3 E's. I teach this in my course, Momentum Method. Make sure that your content has the 3 E's, which are it needs to educate, excite, or engage your audience. So education, excitement, and engagement are critical. You don't need all 3, but just one of them. So if you want a shortcut here, download my free blogging blueprint template to start writing your first post today, getting ideas, starting to map out a marketing plan around this. And then you can always reach out to me personally on how to optimize them with keywords and really start getting your blog posts coming up in Google and ChatGPT searches. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning into Focus and Flourish. I could talk about this subject forever, but make sure to head over to the show notes, download the resources to get you started. You are always welcome to book a free clarity call with me if you want to talk through these things. Everything's in the show notes. So thank you so much for being here. If you have time today, please leave a review or give us a rating. I would love to get feedback about how people are feeling about this podcast. We are 11 episodes deep, so I haven't been doing it forever, and I love to learn more from my audience. So anyways, thank you for tuning in. Next week, we are going to be diving into topics that relate to an evergreen marketing strategy like we've been talking about for the past few weeks. So until then, keep showing up. You're doing great. And I am so happy you're here. All right, talk soon.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share it on your favorite social media platforms, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. Your share can help someone improve their photography business and their life. Use the hashtag Focus and Flourish podcast so we can see your posts and connect with you there.